Hi Peaches! So today we're going to talk all things Instagram highlight covers. So I'm going to show you guys how to make an Instagram highlight, how I make my covers, and how you get the ombre effect, and then also how to add highlight covers without having to post them to your story and leave them up for 24 hours. Up until recently, I thought that you needed to post them like every other story to include it in your highlights, but there's actually a way without anyone knowing and without the photo ever reaching your stories at all. So you just get to use them for the highlights and nobody has to know. There's endless ways that you can make highlight covers, and you can totally make them for you. You can make them any color, any style, but today we're going to talk about how to get the ombre effect. So each one of your little bubbles have similar colors that kind of play together and play with your feed. The other really cool thing about this is when someone clicks on your highlight, it will open up to the first story that you posted. It won't open up to a highlight cover, or when you're clicking through and then you have a random highlight cover. We're going to eliminate that completely. It's just the content you want to put out, and eliminating the highlight covers altogether except to see from your homepage. So the first thing we're going to do is open the PicMonkey app and select blank canvas, and then we're going to select the size. If you scroll over, you'll find an Instagram section, and you'll want to select the one that says highlight cover. Then we select next, and we're gonna scroll over to the little ghost icon. On the bottom bar, you're gonna select the basic option and then select one of the rectangle shapes. Once you have your shape, you wanna resize it so that it fills the entire screen. Once you have it so that all the edges are covered, you can scroll through the colors and you can just select the colors they already have, or you can go all the way to the right and select the plus icon, and then you can select the little wheel of colors and it will bring you to this like range of colors. So then you can move it to the side so you stay in the same color family, but you change the hue and saturation of the color to make it darker or lighter so that you can have the ombre effect. Once you like the color, you select the check mark on the top right corner. Now, if you wanted to add text to your highlight, you would scroll over and push the T and then type whatever the highlight name you want or the word that you want, and then push done on the top right. Then you scroll to the right and you push the font to change the font. Once you have one that you like, you can scroll left and go back to the color, and then scroll through the different options until you find one that you like. Once you have it the way you want it, you can resize it smaller or bigger. Remember, it needs to fit in that little circle. So whatever the word is, it needs to be relatively big to be seen in that teeny tiny circle. Once you like the way it is, you push the check mark on the top right, and then you select save. In the bottom left, there's the little arrow, and you select that to put it onto your phone. That will reset it, so then you just scroll right back to the ghost icon, and then you can just do the same process all over again to get a new color. I like to just go back to the rainbow and slide it over so you have the same color, just a little bit darker, a little bit lighter. Once you have a few colors saved, you can select the ghost icon again and pull up your photos, and then it will show you all of the colors that you have and how it's working together, and then also what you're missing and need to create still. Once you feel like you have all the colors you need, you can exit out and go to the Instagram app. So you select the highlight that you like, you push edit highlight. It will bring up all your selected photos, but you're gonna push edit cover and then scroll to the left where there's a photo icon and select that one. It will populate all of those colors that you just created, and then you select whichever one you want, push done, done, and you are good to go. Then you just repeat that same process to as many highlights as you have. Now, if you have old cover photos that you were using that you no longer want part of your highlight, you just scroll down and deselect it and it will remove it from your highlight. Now there's no need to have your cover photo posted on your story or included in the highlight. It will just be pretty on your feed, and when people open up your highlight, they'll just see the content. To keep track of the colors you're using, if you don't want repeats, you can scroll back and forth to see what you've already posted, or you can go into your photos on your phone and delete them as you use them. To start a new highlight, you scroll all the way to the right and push the plus sign, and then it will bring up all of your past stories. You select the ones you want to add to that specific highlight. You select next at the top right corner, and then you give your highlight a title. You're going to select edit cover and repeat what we did before by selecting the photo icon on the left, selecting the color shade that you like, selecting done at the top right corner, and then selecting done again. And now you have a finished highlight started from scratch. My favorite thing about Instagram highlight covers is that it really brings your whole page together and gives a little design element to your page. If you guys took some tips away from this and you thought it was helpful, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you have any questions I didn't answer, leave them in the comments below. If you guys want to see more of me, then don't forget to hit subscribe, and we will see you next week. Bye guys!